Okay folks, welcome back to the Long Dark video number 21. We are still here exactly where we left things in the Trapper's Cabin. I had to think then for a second, I almost said camp office. In Trapper's Cabin we are here and we are pretty loaded. Look at all this kit that we've got. We have got curing hides, we've got curing saplings, we've got gut curing all over the place, we've got lots and lots of equipment, lots and lots of supplies, and we're in really good shape. In the last video we brought a whole load of food across from the cabin by Unnamed Pond. We brought it all back here and we're stockpiling things, but we are now thinking about heading over to the dam. It's just coming up on nightfall though and we're pretty tired, so I have a feeling I have badly timed this one. We're going to have to sleep through the start of this video to get ourselves into the daylight. The sprained wrist that we had has healed though, so that's good. At least we've got that out of the way. And the weather's not sounding particularly brilliant out there. Let's just drink some water. We need to restock on water before we go anywhere else, I think. And let's... probably not going to let us... I think we're going to have to pass time actually. Let's pass time for a few hours. If we pass time for 4 hours, hopefully that will bring us fairly close to dawn, and then we can just sleep for a couple of hours just to get us into the daylight. Yeah, it's kind of bringing us into daylight already. So if we just sleep for 1 hour, that'll just recover some of our fatigue level, and will get us into the daylight, and we can start thinking about heading across to the dam. There we go, so we're now in daylight. So... eat and drink, so we need to be eating and drinking. So if I go in and we'll pick up the food that we've got, and let's eat these bits of venison that we have. I'm going to eat all 3. That'll get us all the way to the top of our food meter, so that's all good. And we're going to drink our fill. Okay. Then we are going to pick up another couple of pieces of the venison, a couple of the worst pieces. There we are. And then we're going to pick up some more water, which I've got in the safe over here, because it's the biggest container that I have. Just a litre. And I think we're then all set to head over to the dam. We do have a rifle, we have no bullets though. Do I have any spare bullets? I don't think I have actually. Ah, that's a problem. That is actually a bit of a problem, because normally I do try and tackle Fluffy with the rifle. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do that. We don't want any bullets. So let's drop the rifle. Can I get the rifle on there? Thank you. So that's got the rifle. So we haven't got the rifle. We can't use the rifle. I suppose in many ways, though, that is a bit of a bonus, because it does drop our carrying weight, the weight that we're carrying with us, down quite a bit. So that's going to give us plenty of carrying capacity to come back with. The weather doesn't sound very good either, so let's see what the weather is doing outside. Can we actually make the trip? Ooh. What's the temperature? Feels like minus 24. Okay, we're not looking good. Let's jump back in. I'm just trying to think if there's any housekeeping-y type stuff that we can be doing to pass the time a little bit more while we wait to see if the weather improves. I don't think there is. We're just going to have to pass time. So let's pass time for an hour and just see if that's improved. It probably hasn't. It's probably gotten worse knowing my luck. Okay, well the wind's not blowing as much. The temperature's warmed up. So actually it hasn't got worse. It's a little bit better now. So let's make our way out then. So I'm just trying to think of the quickest way to the dam. To be honest, it's probably going to be this way and up past camp office and down the rail tracks. So let's go for that. It's still a fair bit of a hike though that we've got to do. And we may stop into camp office and have a warm on the way past it. But it is a bit of a trek that we've got. That's interesting, because I mentioned in the last video, video number 19, that we'd had some snow around where I live, and it has been a bit snowy. It has been a bit interesting, I have to say. The weather has been very cold, very snowy. But it's been... Whoa! There's a bear. It's been very sort of dry, powdery snow. Not the kind of wet, slushy snow we normally get in Britain. So it's... Rather than being icy, it's been not icy. So it's been quite okay to drive around in. Which has been useful. The roads have generally been okay, apart from a few places. But the real problem we've had with it is the wind and snow drifts. And with all that heavy wind that we were just seeing there, the bear's actually climbing the hill. Just towards where we were. So if we'd have hung on for a couple of seconds there, we'd have been face to face with the bear. Which never ends well. Oh! Dead wolf. Dead wolfie. Hello, dead wolfie. Have I already... No! Okay, I'm having your hide, my friend. I am having your hide. Perfect. I'm not bothered about the meat particularly, because I'm conscious of the hypothermia risk and whatever, but I'm having the hide. So we want that for crafting. Okay, we'll take it to camp office. We'll leave it in camp office. And then when we come back the other way, I just need to remember that it's there. Okay, cool. So yeah, we've been having a lot of dry powdery snow with the wind whipping around. It's creating loads and loads of snow drifts. They've had situations where the fields, the farmers' fields, have been completely clear with no snow on them, but the lanes by them have got a 15-foot snowdrift in them because the wind has blown all the snow. The wind has blown all the snow off the fields and onto the road. And there's then been this 15-foot snowdrift to contend with. So I've just been interested about that with the long dark. The snow levels never seem to change. You don't get snowdrifts and things, so I think that's just me nitpicking a little bit. So I'm quite happy that they don't actually, to be fair. But it's interesting, really, what the wind can do to snow and move it about. Okay, so we're going to head over the hill into camp office. We need to warm up anyway, but we need to drop this wolf pelt off and just see if we can let this wolf pelt start to cure. And then we'll get it back to Trapper's cabin. I can't remember how many wolf pelts that gives us now. It might be the third, actually. Which is good, because we obviously need them to craft a wolfskin coat, which is nice and warm, which we need. Obviously the weather has gone a bit downhill again. Okay, cross the rail tracks and drop down towards camp office. Over the ridge. Don't normally get wolves on this particular section. They're normally a little bit further back that way, so we should be okay. In through the back door. In through the back door of camp office. So there we go. So we've got ourselves a wolf pelt, which is a nice prize, which I wasn't expecting to come back with. So let's do some dropping of stuff then. So we've got a couple of gut that we can drop, and we have a wolf pelt that we can drop. Perfect. So all I've got to do now is remember that they're here. Oh, place them there. There we are. So all I've got to do now is remember that these are here when I come back the other way. Okay, so we just need to warm ourselves up a little bit. Oh, and dry ourselves out. Everything's very, very wet. I might just light a short fire, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just light a small fire. So we've got sticks. We've got cardboard matches. The only fuel I've got is sticks, actually. Take charcoal. Have I got any? I don't think I left any reclaimed wood around here, did I? I think I pretty much broke it all up. Or I can break that shelf down, but to be fair, it's only going to need to be a very short fire, so if we can just get it lit with that one, that should do the trick. Just to help warm us up a little bit.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
talk to your fire. It really helps them light up quicker. Well, I hate it when it's this really slow one round because you just don't know if it's gonna work.
That didn't work.
And it didn't. It failed very close to the end. So let's try that again. I'm going to use a wood match. I've just realised I haven't got many matches. Okay, hopefully this one will light. But I really just want a little fire just to warm ourselves up and also to dry out our clothing a little bit. That's all we're looking to do. Because that is something you've got to remember in the long dark, as your clothing now gets wet. It's something that is relatively new. Okay, we're only going to get a 25-minute fire, but hopefully that'll do. Oh, we've leveled up on our fire starting as well. Perfect. So hopefully that will help us with future fires. Yeah, this is something relatively new in the long dark. I'll just show you. Your clothes get wet. And when they get wet, they start to lose their effectiveness. Against warmth and windproof bonuses, they start to drop, so you start to feel the cold more. There's an affliction called frostbite. You're at higher risk of that when your clothes are wet. So the only way to dry them out is to put them next to a fire, and that will help dry them out. As you can see, the levels are dropping slightly as we're standing next to this fire, so hopefully that will just help dry things out a little bit. Boots in particular, they're going to get dry pretty quickly. Everything else is taking a little bit longer. It's not too bad. I'm sure we can kind of live with what we've got here. And of course we're getting a little bit warmer with our warmth level. So I'm just going to go ahead and eat a piece of this meat, which will just give me a little bit of a boost, and we may as well drink some water. And I'm partly only doing this just because I know it speeds time up a little bit, and it'll just help get through this a little bit quicker. Oh, actually, shall we, if we have enough this time, hopefully it'll work. So yeah, we go, it's actually completed this time. We go for the cooked cup of coffee, which of course is hot, so that's going to give us an additional warmth bonus, and will also reduce our fatigue, which is going to be really useful. So let's head for the dam then. This is it. This is the big trek to the dam. What's the temperature like outside? -10. It's not too bad. Feels like -10. So we're heading on. We're going to follow the rail tracks. We're going to head over to the dam. Obviously thinking from the updates in Wintermute, there's a couple of trailers outside the dam now that we can drop into. So we can kind of use those as a staging point just to warm ourselves up a bit before we think about tackling the actual dam, knowing that we are probably going to get our head ripped off by Fluffy as soon as we walk through the door. I'm sure the layout of the dam has changed slightly as well, so I'm going to be flying a little bit blind when we go into the dam. Because it's changed, it's all different. And we're walking into a headwind, which is slowing us down a bit, so this is going to be a slightly longer trek as we make our way over towards the dam. Something that we all knew we were going to have to tackle at some point. Oh, good. Healed our risk of intestinal parasites. That's cool. We can eat some more wolf meat now. It's over in the cabin by unnamed pond though, so we won't have to worry about that for a little bit. Okay, keeping our eye open for wolves. You get wolves around this area, which is derailment. And we're walking straight into them. I'll tell you what, rather than following the rail tracks the whole way and going over the bridge, I think I'm going to duck down to the right and head onto the river. And kind of cross that way, because that's a more direct route to the trailers. which is where we're going. Yeah, but no, we might find some interesting stuff in the trailers as well. Okay, so let's just keep our eyes peeled for wolves. Okay, all clear so far. See if we can do a little bit of sprinting just to speed things along a bit. Oh, not good. Oh, not good at all. Do I have any flares? Do you know what? I should have checked that. And do you know what? I don't. Oh. Okay, let's see if we can brave Sir Robin. I don't think I'm going to be able to brave... Oh, there's two of them. There's two of them. I don't think we're going to be brave Sir Robining this one. Our sprint's about to run out. Not good. Oh, he's charging. He's charging. Come on, I could do with some more sprint. Thank you very much. Probably see where I'm headed. Hello, Wolfie. Whoop, there's a pole there. Okay, well, we're out of wolf threat. For now, anyway. The wolf cannot get us in here. The only downside, of course. Ooh.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Ooh, hunting knife. Awesome, another hunting knife. I'll tell you what, I've always been slightly disappointed you can't climb up into that seat. That would be pretty cool if you could. You can't really see very clearly. You can't stand on the furniture or anything. Which is always a bit of an annoyance. It feels like 0 in here. I'm kind of hoping that if I'm kind of just recharging my sprint. The idea is I can literally just make a bolt for it. There he is. Okay, let's run. Okay, hopefully that worked out okay. I think he's trailing us, so that's good. Okay, let's head across here and we'll head up to the hut. So we're not going to pick up any cattails or anything like that on the way, as much as I want to for food, but I just want to get somewhere relatively secure. Then I'll think about coming back down. You see, what I don't really want to do, knowing that we're going to have to tackle Fluffy when we get inside the dam, I don't really want to have to lose condition to another wolf outside first, because that's just going to increase our risk when we come to tackle Fluffy. So yeah, we're not being tracked, we're okay. Unless there's another wolf up here. So my look, there probably will be. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can make it to the trailers. Probably not, knowing my... Let's see. Okay, I've probably picked the one with nothing in it, then with my luck. Okay, good. We have a bed and we have some stuff. So let's have a quick look around then and see what's in here first off. Nothing in there.
This stuff will come in handy.
Ooh, energy bar, always good. We've got beds, which we can obviously make use of. Okay, I did bring a pry bar with me to save weight, so don't have one of those, and I'm not going to bother picking those up. Ah, cool. That'll come in handy. Okay, so are we ready to tackle the Fluffy? Well, let's see if we can just jump across to the other trailer first. Let's have a quick look in the other trailer. Let's just be a bit wary of where that wolf is when we come out through the door. Okay, we can get across here to the other trailer. Spot on. Okay, so let's have a quick nosy in here. Oh, yeah, this is the derelict. I knew one of them was a bit derelict.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Okay. We've got a few things, though. It's not completely empty. There is a few things in here. Little odds and ends, which I think will come in handy. Okay, so we are now thinking about tackling the Fluffy and getting into the dam. I'm just trying to decide whether to go and do that now. I mean, the real problem is, I know the dam interior has changed. So I mean, of course I am still assuming that Fluffy is still there. I could be completely wrong. Maybe Fluffy isn't there anymore. I am going to shut this gate. So that will keep the wolves, hopefully, at bay. Okay, so this is the new approach to the dam. This is the compound we came across where we find our old man from scene whatever it was. He was about here, wasn't he? Before we left. Ooh! Awesome. Do we have a hide? Because that's all I'm really interested in. And some guts. I'll have them, thank you very much. Yeah, we are getting a bit fatigued. And it's a bit... Ooh, weather's gone a bit downhill. Ooh, weather's gone a lot downhill, actually. What's the temperature? Temperature's okay. I'm just a bit worried. I'm quite fatigued. If I have to fight Fluffy off, I'm not going to do it very well. Being this fatigued, I'm going to be better off heading back to the trailers, I think. And sleeping with our prize. So we've got ourselves a deer hide. That's actually doing pretty well, because now we've got loads of deer hides scattered about the place. And again, that's something to leave behind here. Start curing. All I've got to do though is remember where I've left hides. I know I've got some in camp office, and obviously I've got these here, and have I got any left in the cabin? I think I have, haven't I? So I've got one in the cabin, I've got some at camp office, I've got most of them at Trapper's cabin, so I need to reconcile my resources and get them all into one place. But hopefully that means we've got some stuff to start crafting with, which is going to be pretty cool. We can start making some of the animal skin clothing, which is going to be a lot warmer than what we've got now, and allow us to travel greater distances in colder weather. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be in the next stage though, and that is going to be in the next video. Next time round we are going to be tackling Fluffy. We're going to head into the dam, we're going to see what's in there, and we're going to see what is happening, what we can find. That'll be the last major location on Mystery Lake to loot, so then I'm going to sort of go around and round up all the bits I've left dotted about the place, get them all back to Trapper's cabin, and then we'll think about heading over to Forlorn Muskeg, seeing what's in there, and also the other region beyond that, the name of which I have completely forgotten, the rail yard area, and just see what's what in there. So we've got plenty to do, we've got lots of places to go and explore. So I'm going to say thank you so much as always for joining me in the Long Dark. Hit the like and subscribe buttons, there's going to be plenty more coming from the Long Dark and from the other games that we are playing very, very soon. So I shall say, as always, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you again very, very soon.